Good to see everyone. Welcome to the fellowship. I see lots of beautiful smiling faces, and welcome to those joining virtually. So glad everybody could make it. And today we are going to open our service with the prayer of the children of love from our wonderful beloved Corey Williams songs. So, and it's right on the front of your songbook. So please stand if you're able.
It's not. It's not.
Oh, yours. Oh, you have one that's not there.
Oh, you got a sticker.
It's not in the front. A lot of people are saying it's not. Sorry.
Someone take them all out? Is this the first one?
No, they're all allocated to.
Okay. All right. All right.
Oh,
Well, come along.
Is there another set?
All right. All right. Those who know it, sing loud.
It doesn't matter. Keep going.
Yeah, we stand. Father, Mother God. Father, Mother God, your kingdom come, your holy will, your holy will, be holy done, be holy done. Spirit, source of love, Spirit, source of love, your children sing, Lord, through us now, in everything. Oh yeah, you know it. Every day, in every way, our prayer is this. Everywhere, let love be there, let love be there, and so it is. Father, Mother God, your kingdom come, your holy will be wholly done. Spirit, source of love, your children sing, flow through us now in everything. Father, Mother God, your children pray. Your children pray. Be loving us. Be loving us in every way. In every way. Well done.
very good. Thank you for that little assist there, Corey. And honestly, I'm not quite sure why that was not in the front.
Where did they go?
Where did they go?
Where did they go?
We
Yes.
have fans
But
if anybody wants.
it was very beautiful. Yeah, and Julie is passing around fans
It was
on
really quite
this
lovely. Yeah, it was good.
very hot day. Yeah. And before we do our opening meditation, I just want to draw your attention to your packet. And we've got an information card in there. So if there's anything new, like an address or an email or any way to contact you, we'll be able to let you know all the different events going on at the fellowship. And then on the back of the connection card is a spot for those that we'll pray for later in the service. So just fill that out. There's a pencil in your packet, and then we'll have a special time later in the service that we'll have that prayer. Okay. And Julie is handing out fans. I love it. Yes, and it feels pretty good. How are we feeling, temperature-wise? Good. Okay. Yeah, and those are just lovely fans. Lovely fans. Yes. Okay. And then once you grab your fan, yeah, okay. Well, I'm going to invite you to close your eyes. Yeah, we're going to have our meditation now. So find a nice tall position with your body. And nice and open across your collarbones. Find those hip bones. And just gently press your feet into the ground. Maybe press each toe into the ground. Feel that whole shape of your foot. Each foot on this lovely ground and supported by our Mother Earth. Feel your sit bones supported by this chair. And maybe just pausing to notice your shape. What is this shape like today? If it's feeling a little rounded, crooked, just do your best to shake a little bit and find a nice open and tall position, but not rigid. And I invite you to close your eyes or soften your gaze, whatever works best for you, to go inward. And it's to let our system know that this is sacred time. This is the time we get to drop into the center of us, this loving center. And we just notice our breath, just that rhythm of the breath. And see if we can slow the breath down. Think of a lower, slower, deeper breath. And these slower, deeper, lower breaths help us to be more present. And they do help us to let go of some of our stressors, our hurriedness, tension. And let's truly just think of checking them down, checking them to the side, putting them to our sides and not carrying them with us into this space, into our service today. And let yourself feel and receive the love, the light, and the wisdom that is here. And I'm just going to share a section from A Course in Miracles, Lesson 188. It's entitled, "The Peace of God is Shining in You Now." The peace of God is shining in you now. And from your heart extends around the world. It pauses to caress each living thing and leaves a blessing with it that remains forever and forever. What it gives must be eternal. It removes all thoughts of the ephemeral and valueless. It brings renewal to all tired hearts and lights all vision as it passes by. And just taking those words in and just breathe them into every cell of our being. And these words help us to shift our focus from the outside, looking for peace in all other places, to where we know it is within us, to the cave of our hearts, where the shining peace, this eternal light, is already burning bright and steady, and where it has always been and always will remain. And taking a deeper breath in and out as we slowly return to our space here. Maybe wiggling toes, shoulders, just finding a nice comfortable position in your body. And it's my really great pleasure to introduce our lovely, wonderful musician and Reverend Julie Voss. Thanks for our special music. A big round.
Thank you, Julie. It's nice to be there.
Chuckled. This first song is John Lennon's Vision of Peace. Imagine there's no heaven. It's easy if you try. No hell below us. Above us only sky. Imagine all the people living for today. Imagine there's no countries. It isn't hard to do. Nothing to kill or die for, and no religion too. Imagine all the people living life in peace. You may say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. Imagine their possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed or hunger, or brotherhood man. Imagine all the people sharing all the world. You even say I'm a dreamer, but I'm not the only one. I hope someday you'll join us, and the world will be as one. One. Let's see as one.
That's beautiful. Thank you, Julie. Oh, I love that song. Beautiful. And now, please stand if you're able for a fellowship song. It's number 3, and this is the song "We Have the Power," a beautiful Lucille Olson song.
See if we have a page 3.
Yeah, let's hope we have a page 3.
We do.
Yay, we win. Our thoughts have power, our words have power. The things we think and say create a state of mind. Imagination, what we envision, like to find. We have the power, we have the wisdom, we have the senses that will help create the vision. Let's use our mind at full capacity to make our world a better place to be. Sing it again. Our thoughts have power, our words have power. The things we think and say create a state of mind. Imagination, what we envision, will tell the mastermind what we would like to find. We have the power, we have the wisdom, we have the senses that will help create the vision. Let's use our mind at full capacity to make our world a better place to be. Let's make this world a better place to be.
Beautiful, beautiful. And please stay standing for a namaste greeting or a greeting of whichever way works best for you.
Someone went over his lid and take all the fun. Oh no, you saw that. Trying to catch them all. That's the only way to play it out. It's fine.
We met her in Fremont and had a meal together. And then we went to her house. Went down the river. Because Doug had never been down the river.
Just one little click. But yeah, wait till you go up, and then they'll go from green. But the other part's not on yet. I would turn it off and wait till you go way up. Yeah, just one little click. Yeah, and then when you go up, hit one click, and it'll go from orange to green.
So when it's orange, hit it again?
No, hit it just once.
Oh, okay. It'll
turn
automatically.
green because then this part will be on.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got it.
Just singing, so we take it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right? No, right, yeah.
Did you say namaste to it? Is that too late?
Okay. Alrighty. And it's so nice. Everybody gets to visit with everyone. We'll get back. It is now my pleasure to introduce our speaker today, and he is our fellowship speaker who always has wonderful messages to share with us. So a big welcome to our Richard Lassin.
I better put on my reading glasses. Bear with me. Well, Mary's not here today, and I think she's watching online. Maybe we could all give her a big hello. Hello, Mary. We're not burning the place down, so we're hoping that you come back safe and sound to us next week. So I brought in some flowers from my garden, and I've been doing this for a number of years, and it's called the Garden Project. Lansing has about 50 community gardens. I'm over at North Elementary School, and they give us a plot, it costs me $15 to have somebody rototill it. It's a plot that's about 25 feet by 25 feet, and they make it so simple for you. They gave me 3 full trays of vegetable plants, all the seeds I could use, all the tools, rakes and shovels and hose and water and hoses, and all of it's for free. And when I'm out working in my garden, it's just when at first you get this piece of dirt, and there's just nothing there. And I put my little plants out, and it just looks pretty awful, but it's a spiritual experience, just working out there, and just I'm not interested so much in the harvest, but rather just being out there and watching what things grow. And you may think this is dumb, but I talk to my plants, and I tell them I'm there to help them fulfill their destiny, that they might be able to bring forth all the things that they have within them. And those are my sunflowers. Picked them here this afternoon, and they're here for you to enjoy. But it's as interesting as I think that there's a relationship between my garden and in my life in general, is that kind of given this plot or this body, and you get to decide what you want to do with it, and without judgment. If you don't want to attend to it, that's fine, but then you end up with weeds up to your chest, and and same with my body, is that if I don't take care of it, it too suffers, and there are consequences to the choices we make. So this leads to a question that I have for you. Do our thoughts alone impact reality? So before I get started, I want to have a little disclaimer here. I'm not here to preach to people about how you should run your life. I honor and respect the choices that you make, however they may be. And our presenters, like myself, we just come up here once a week, and for about 20 minutes we talk about spiritual principles, hoping some of this will be helpful in some or useful in some way. So my suggestion is just take what you like and leave the rest. So to get started, I'm going to start with a mindfulness meditation and go into more of a guided meditation. And why do I do that all the time is that, at least in my life, is that living in the present moment isn't easy for a lot of people. I mean, how many today, right now, are thinking about what are you going to do for dinner, or what happened, we had a conversation with somebody the other day or whatever, is that I could say this, and the Course in Miracles is really quite clear about this. The only thing you could say about the past that is absolutely true is that it's not here. And I think the roots of depression and anxiety have a lot to do with not living in the present moment. Being anxious is about what the future might or might not hold for us. And depression is living in the past, lamenting what had happened, reliving past grudges or injustices. And so it's a practice like anything else. If you practice it, we get better at it. Just being in this present moment, and we have this wave of consciousness is in the now. All healing, spiritual or otherwise, can only happen in the present moment. And being fully here helps us achieve that. So I'd like you to get comfortable in your seat, and whatever that is for you. And you have your eyes open, and we'll just start out with being mindful. And I want you to take a look around, and without judgment, what do you see? I see walls, light fixtures and windows. Your gaze doesn't have to be on anything in particular, nor do we avoid anything. I see Corey sitting at a piano. I see a camera and chairs. I see the colors and the shapes that are before me. It's important just to see and to do so without judgment. And now, you may wish to close your eyes. It's not necessary. But what do you hear? The whir of a fan, the creak of a chair. Maybe you hear the wind through the trees outside, or the lumbering of a car going down a thoroughfare. If you listen closely, you may hear your heartbeat. Just simple awareness. And now what do you feel? You feel the weight of your feet on the floor, the weight of your body in your chair. Maybe there's a little discomfort somewhere. Just to observe it. Not to judge it. Maybe you can feel the cool air going through your nose and mouth, descending deep within your body. And feel the warmth of the air returning as it is expelled from your lungs. Just to be simply aware of your surroundings. And so let's try just some deep relaxation, meditation that you may choose to close your eyes or not, whatever works for you. But again, you may want to wiggle in your chair and find a spot that feels comfortable. And let's take 3 breaths together. And we'll inhale on 3, hold for 3, and exhale on 3. So let's try that together. I think breathing is important. Let's inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Once more. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. One last time. Inhale. 1, 2, 3. Hold. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. And as we sit in the silence, we may have thoughts that enter our mind, and we can watch them as if they were clouds. And always return to our breathing, aware of our surroundings. This is our home. This is where peace resides. It's a place where we can go anytime we choose. This is your inheritance. And we're trying to find that place between thoughts where there is no thought. There's just presence. To experience that in the quietness. The Course in Miracles eloquently says, in quietness, all things are answered. Let's just sit in this quiet space for about 30 seconds and enjoy the silence of our mind. Okay, let's come back to the room, and you might want to shake it out and wiggle your toes and fingers and come back to this present moment. How'd that feel? Yeah, good, good. Many of you don't know is that I volunteer over at the Claren Hospital in their emergency room, and I've been doing that for about a year and a half. And it's been very rewarding, very interesting. You see a different slice of humanity. And I can tell you with absolute certainty there are no Republicans or Democrats in the ER. They all have two things in common. One, they're scared, and they all want to go home. And I get to go in and do whatever I like to and talk to people. And this one day, a couple weeks ago, if you've ever been there, it's a huge place. They have like 50 exam rooms, and it's just enormous. And so I'm walking past this one room, and there is an assembly of people standing around a bed, and I assume that they're family members. And a nurse is explaining to them that the woman that's lying there, who looks to be maybe in her 80s, that she has a do not resuscitate order, and that she has not responded, been communicative in 3 days. She hasn't eaten or drank or done anything. And this is how it ends for many people, is that they call an ambulance and they bring them to the hospital, and that's how life ends for some of us. And so I came back down the hall about 15 minutes later, and what I assumed were the family members had moved on. And it was just me and this older woman. And, she looked like, if you've ever seen people getting near the end of life, she looked like that, and I stood next to her bed, and I said a silent prayer to her. I said, it's all okay. Is that you can relax. There's nothing you need to do. I sent her a quiet blessing that she find peace and joy in her journey. I touched her on the wrist, and you know what happened? She woke up. I mean, she hadn't spoken to anyone in 3 days. She sat up and we had a conversation. Wow. Was that a coincidence? Was it something more that was going on? Was she able to pick up on what I was thinking and saying? I think so. I don't know what happened. I think she passed shortly thereafter. And her family missed it, But I didn't. I was there to be able to talk with her. She was lucid, and we talked about that. I understood that this was difficult, that she could just relax and just be part of the system the way it's supposed to be, and that there was nothing to fear. Some of you are familiar with Neil Donald Walsh. He wrote the trilogy, The Conversation with God. And if you read it, raise your hand. Okay. It's really quite interesting because for those who aren't familiar, he was homeless and he wrote an angry letter to God about why is my life so miserable? And as he put it, his hand continued to write on its own. And it said, do you really want an answer or are you just venting? And from that, 3 books were created. And I have to say that he asked every question I would ever have asked the Divine Spirit. And he came up with some pretty good answers. And in his first book, he talks about the creative process. And it all starts with thoughts. Thoughts then lead to words, and words lead to things. Mike Dooley was one of the participants in the movie The Secret, and he summed it up quite eloquently. Thoughts become things. So I offer for your consideration this idea that we are all creators. We're artisans. And our life, however that might be, is a garden we express ourselves in. Our lives are a result of thousands of decisions we've made and have created the conditions and situations we now experience. If you have found joy, happiness, abundance, and peace, there's really nothing more you can do. You have created a masterpiece, and I congratulate you. It's a job well done. But if your life is something less, maybe your health isn't so great, or maybe you're depressed and anxious, maybe joy isn't how you might describe your life, or maybe you don't have all the funds to pay all the bills, then this talk's for you. So let's continue to explore this idea about the creative process that our Reverend Mary spoke about a few weeks ago. We create in many ways, both consciously and unconsciously. We decide what goes in our mouths and what comes out. We decide what to do with our hands and our feet, and we decide how to spend our time, along with the thoughts we wish to entertain. We decide what things are worthy of our attention and which things are not. And we make thousands of decisions every day. So let's take a deeper dive into this inception of the creative process. The idea of thoughts, the song that we sang. Our thoughts have power. I don't know about you, but I find it interesting that all my thinking is done in the English language. It's as if I have a little library in my head, and I reference the stored material. And as I speak to you now, I'm accessing that library. But it wasn't always that way. Not unlike yourself, I entered the world with a blank slate, and as babies, there were no words in our mind. There was no internal dialogue, and there was no library. Our feelings were the primary way we interacted with the world. If we were hungry, we cried. If we were tickled, we giggled. We were simple observers, and we learned language as a means to communicate our needs. If you're like me, you have hundreds of thoughts every day, and most of them are the same ones that I had yesterday. But what would it be like to have no running dialogue in our head? I think it's important because muting this constant chatter allows the Divine Spirit to enter my consciousness. Previously, I spoke about how we are not our feelings. Feelings are not facts. They change. And similarly, thoughts behave like that too. One minute I'm thinking about buying something on Amazon. Next minute I'm thinking about getting my oil change. And 2 minutes later I'm thinking about what I'm going to make for dinner. It just goes on and on all day. But when I step back and let silence do its work, possibilities unfold. Now, I think I've talked about this before, but it's worth repeating. Thomas Edison, the great inventor, what he would do is that for his inspiration, he would sit in his armchair, And he would have a waste paper basket at his side, and he would hold 2 steel balls in his hand. And when he sat there, he was looking for the space between being conscious and asleep. If he fell asleep, he dropped the balls and he woke up. But he found that there was a place between those 2 being states where inspiration came to him. He wasn't fully awake, wasn't fully asleep either. Kind of that space between thoughts. When I clear my mind, I'm free from all restraints, just like Edison. And divine inspiration can occur in that space. That's why I think meditation and mindfulness is so important. By doing so, we approach the divine spirit with an open mind, and new possibilities unfold. So let's talk about connection. And this is my former dog. Her name was Lassin, and she has passed on. She was a Husky Shepherd mix. And she was by far the smartest dog. In fact, I'd say she had the mentality of about a 4-year-old. She could understand language really well. And, you know, I worked outside when she was living, and every day she'd come work with me. And she was never on a leash. She would circle around. Sometimes she'd be a quarter, half mile away, just out in the middle of nowhere. If there was anything around, she'd bark. People, she'd let me know. Always circling back, and she'd come back, I'd give her a biscuit, and off she goes, you know. And she was pretty smart, except one time she treed a couple black bear cubs. And of course, you know, she's at the bottom of the tree, rah, 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 you know, and, well, that didn't bode real well with the mother. And she comes running out of the woods full tilt. Now, my dog isn't stupid. She saw this big black bear coming at her. And, you know, she did, what? And she's taken off running. And, you know, she's really running because her back feet are going in front of her front feet. She's coming. And where is she running? She's running to me. And who's running behind? The dog, and it's the bear, you know. Well, we had to talk about that. We got to the car, and he jumped in, rolled the windows, and she's back barking again. But she was pretty smart. And one time we were at my friend's deer camp in Dickinson County. We were rabbit hunting. She was more of a rabbit chaser than a rabbit hunter. And we were laying in my bed, and she was sound asleep. It was around dawn. And I sat there with her, and in my mind, I said, get the bunny, get the rabbit, get the rabbit, get the rabbit. And she's sound asleep. Now, I didn't make any noises. It was just my mind talking to her. And in an instant, all of a sudden, you see the twitching, you know, and the eyes are fluttering, and then she starts barking in her sleep. And then I said to myself, okay, the bunny's gone, bunny's gone. And she would go back to being calm. I did that 3 times, and 3 times she did the same thing. How do I explain this? Is it possible that thoughts can be generated to other people, to other things? How was she able to read my thoughts? I think that when people are strongly connected, they can feel each other's thoughts. So thoughts in themselves do have some power. And so when we think negatively of other people, I think that has an effect as well. So, experiment. And Bill, would you pass out cards for everybody? And so this may blow up and be the worst thing we've ever done, but we're going to try an experiment. And you're going to get a card, and I want you to write your full name on it and fold it up into quarters, and Bill will collect them in a basket. Oh, there's my water. Oh yeah, put your full name, write it down, and fold it up into quarters. Oh, yeah, first and last name, yes, because there's a couple of Julies here, and we want to, yes. I'm sorry. Your full name, so somebody would know who you are. How people would know you.
Okay, so just put it anywhere?
Anywhere, yeah. Just fold it up into quarters.
Full name?
Full name. No middle name. How people might know you, particularly. You know, Bill would be Bill Dietrich, but if there was another Bill, we'd be confused. So I have both names. No, just so it's folded up. And Bill will collect those slips and put them in a basket. And when he's done, he's going to mix them up, and you are going to pick out a slip. If it's your name inside, pick another name. And when you pick up that name, I don't want you to look at the person. Keep it folded. Okay, so we now mix them up, and you get to pick out a person's name, and it's for your eyes only. Don't let your neighbor see. Don't look at the person. I just want you to think about them.
Do I have all the cards?
You have all the cards? Okay, now pass them out. Pick one. Yeah. If it's your name, pick another one. I have never done this before, so we're not sure how this will turn out. Okay, so everybody's got a slip? Oh, okay, well, all right. So, okay. You may want to hold the slip to your heart if you feel comfortable with that. And what I want you to do is exhale love to that person. You can close your eyes and think of that person in your mind. Send them loving kindness. And as you inhale, receive that loving kindness from someone in this group. Can you feel that other person? Can you receive that message from them? Exhaling love to them, and inhaling it from someone in this group. Okay. Anybody had any ideas about who they were receiving from? Nobody? Kathy?
Edward is always good.
Edward. I don't know if we have an Edward here. I don't know.
It's hard to think about receiving it
And giving it. Yeah, they're one and the same.
together.
Yeah. 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 It's difficult, you know, and yet I believe is that the thoughts that we put out do get imparted to other people. You know, there's no doubt that there's some things going on in our community and our country that are difficult. You know, our thoughts, as Lucille wrote, our thoughts are prayers. And we're always praying. Is that if we want to see better, maybe we could entertain better thoughts. So in conclusion, I think that we can do better. I can do better. That the idea that just our thoughts are private, that they don't have an impact, I challenge that. I think we can do better. I can do better. And just like the lady that was in the hospital, I think that they can sense positive things from the people around us. It's nice to see you all today. Namaste.
Thank you so much, Richard. Wonderful message, and I love the story. Oh my goodness, that woman in the hospital, boy, just how special is that? And I could feel the love. How about you?
Yeah.
Even if you couldn't identify who that was, I could just feel like just a nice ambush of love, which, how nice is that? So thank you very much. And as we are taught in A Course in Miracles, giving and receiving are one in the truth. And now is the time when we're going to bless our tithes and offerings. And we have John here, which we're so grateful for, along with his sporting that neck brace. And we're so glad that he's able to come around. And we just want to just send a big thank you for all of the donations, your generosity that help us to keep this wonderful service, our fellowship, our whole community, our family growing and thriving each and every week. So thank you, thank you, thank you. So as the basket comes around with John, just hold your tithes and offerings in consciousness. And together, let's sing We Are Grateful. I am grateful. Corey will play for us.
Let's fill our hearts with gratitude as we sing. Grateful, I am grateful for everything. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. We have so many blessings. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Grateful, I am grateful. Amen.
Thank you, so beautiful. And if everyone can join me, and as we bless our tithes and offerings, and by reading together, right in the front of our bulletin, it's the light of divine love shines eternally, blessing and multiplying our tithes and offerings. I joyously give, knowing I always have enough to share and to spare. And now we'll take that special moment to send some prayers to those listed in our prayer basket. So I invite you just to go within just for another moment. Perhaps close your eyes or soften your gaze. And thank you. Thanks. And let's envision divine love, holding everyone listed in the basket and those that are in your hearts. If you're watching online. And let's extend this to all those people on the planet. Anyone, anything, any event, those that are suffering. And we pray that they receive this healing embrace, feeling this deep care and love that we extend, that we felt today in our message, and sending those thoughts. Let us know they are received from those here on this plane and those gone in another plane. And help them to know that they are blessed, whole, safe, and never alone. May this be our prayer. You can open your eyes if they're closed and gently come back into this space. And now it is time for another song from our Reverend Julie Ross.
This next song speaks for itself.
Love is but a song we sing, fears the way we die. You can make the mountains scream, or make the angels cry. Though the bird is on the wing, you may not know why. Sing it with me. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. Good job. Some may come and some may go, we will surely pass. Where the water left us here returns for us at last. We have our moment's sunlight fading in the grass. Here we go. Come on, people now, smile on your brother, everybody get together, try to love one another right now. If you hear the song I sing, you'll understand. Just listen. You hold the key to love and fear, all in your traveling land. Just one key unlocks them both. It's there at your command. Come on now. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Sing it like you mean it. Come on, people now. Smile on your brother, everybody get together. Try to love one another right now. Remember the ending? Right now. One more time. Right now. Very nice.
Thank you, Julie. Oh, so wonderful. Oh, love it. Okay, and now we just have a few announcements, and as as Richard mentioned, our spiritual director, Reverend Mary, will be back next week. So we'll hear of her fun adventures in California. Waldemar Walk with Reverend Sue Quinn will be September 7th. So we've got a couple more weeks at 12 o'clock at Waldemar. Death Cafe, Saturday, August 16th at 2. Healing Movements right here at 4 o'clock on Mondays. Any questions, come just talk to me later about that. And then today we have been invited by our neighbors from the Matthew Ryan salon next door. And Angie is here, and she was going to tell us a little bit about that, that we can maybe go visit next door. Go ahead, Angie.
So I'm Angie Stefopoulos, and I own a med spa next door inside the Matthew Ryan Salon. So I have treats for everyone and a tour, and I would love for everyone to stop by and just visit and check us out.
Great.
So we'll
Thank
head
you.
over there immediately after.
Right.
Thank you.
Thank you. Yeah, whoever can stay, it sounds wonderful. And they're really right next door. So thank you. And we have a birthday that just had passed. So for our wonderful speaker who just, Richard. So we're going to have a song, it was just a few days ago. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Richard. Happy birthday to you. Great. Well, thank you for another wonderful service, for all those attending, and for everyone watching virtually. Thank you so much for joining in. And big thank you for Corey, for Julie Ross, for Richard Lassin, and Samantha. And we will see everybody again next week. Reverend Mary will be here. And then I'd love for everyone to join in our peace circle, right? And we've got the closing blessing is on the back of the card. So
Thank you, Julie.
oh, you're welcome. Thanks, Corey.
Thank you, Julie.
Thank you, Julie.
Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. With God as creator, family are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment